Still got.
We rolling.
Oh shit.
Good? What is up, bitches? Tall Glass Podcast number 4. We're 4 episodes deep. Can you believe that shit?
4 for 4, bro.
4 for 4. Before we introduce our beautiful guest, just gonna run down this shit again. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Tall Glass Podcast. On Twitter, Tall Glass Pod. Email tallglasspodcast@gmail. Find us on just the audio at tallglass.podbean.com. Also on YouTube, also on iTunes, also on that podcast app on your phone, Apple and Android.
I haven't checked the Android. I hope that's true. Maybe one of our listeners who uses Android can check that for us.
Yeah, that'd probably be helpful. Yeah, so tell us. I don't fucking know. Also, the Kickstarter, we are halfway there.
What?
From the goal.
Damn.
What?
Halfway. We are 396 out of 800, so almost halfway.
Damn, dude. Shout out to everybody that has
thank you,
donated to us. That's amazing.
Shout out to Daddy Glass, Mr. Glass, my father, for giving me that 250 hitter. Thank you, sir. Okay, so let's move forward here. Today we have a special guest, my best friend since I was 8 years old, trailer park buddies, porn fort finding, Jacob Piccard, son.
What?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What is up, sir? You look beautiful today. Did you just shave that head today?
I shaved my head for this. I really did.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing.
I would say Jacob's probably best known for gravity bongs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, please tell the story. Isn't that the first time you met Jacob too?
That is, yeah.
That was almost, I was thinking about that today. That was almost 10 years ago, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
2009, 2010, something like that.
Yeah. That was before our house burnt down.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, so tell him, tell the story behind that, the gravity bone situation.
Well, all right, so Mark and I were living together in a house here in Grand Haven, and he was like, "Yo, my homie, my oldest friend is coming. He's out in Florida going to school at Full Sail, right?
Yeah.
He's coming back, to visit for a weekend or whatever." And I was like, dope. So I was really looking forward to it. At the time, I had just started like rapping and like taking it super serious. So I was like, oh, cool. Somebody from Full Sail's coming. That's dope.
Unfortunately, I was not from the audio program.
Yeah. But anyways, we were also really into tech decking at that point in time too.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I
dude.
still am.
Yeah, dude, we made that tech deck video.
Yeah, we made some sick tech deck videos. But anyways, Jacob shows up, and I smoke weed. Jacob also smokes weed.
Yes.
At this point in time, Jacob only smoked gravity bongs.
Yeah, didn't you say like, hey, bro, I got some weed. Do you want to smoke some with me? And you're like,
yeah,
like all like weirdly pretentious, but also kind of joking. You were like,
I was in college, so
I only smoke gravity bongs.
At that point, I was considering myself a professional stoner.
Gravity bongs, man, that's real professional.
I was full of myself as hell.
That's top-notch shit right there.
When you have a travel gravity bong, that's really when you're making it.
That sounds
as
like
a stoner.
you got a problem.
yeah. That's fucked up.
I see it as a badge of honor.
It's something for sure. For fucking sure. So, Jacob, tell, for people that don't know you, please, I don't know, give us a little rundown.
God.
What do you do?
Don't make me talk
that
about
type
myself.
of shit. Well, fucking get over it.
I don't know. I'm a fucking designer. I've been working in the West Michigan area, being a designer for, I don't know, almost 10 years now. And yeah,
That's pretty dope.
No, I mean that's
What type of
my
designing?
work life or whatever.
What type of designing do you mostly do?
Depends on where I've worked. Originally, I used to do like collegiate apparel designs. For a different company, and then now I do a lot of like corporate trophies.
When you were doing collegiate apparel design, how many percentage wise, how many of the logos or lettering was distressed?
All of it. All of it. Like always. Every time. There's never not distressed.
What
That
is
was like- that
what
was
is
the
your
look.
favorite college mascot?
Oh shit.
Because there's like so many fucking ridiculous ones out there, and like super like almost like borderline racial ass like imagery and shit.
Very true. Yeah, what was it? Ole Miss was a college, and their logo was a fucking plantation owner.
Yeah, doesn't he have like a cane or
Yeah,
something?
legitimately, he
Yeah,
was
it's
a plantation owner. No, I think my favorite. I was actually just talking. I was just talking about this the other day. Was
It's so bad.
was it the South Carolina Gamecocks? I like them.
Yeah, isn't there the Shockers too?
The Shockers, but that logo looks dumb. It's just like a bale of hay.
Well, the Gamecocks, that's like almost like a phoenix looking thing, right?
Yeah, it looks
'Cause
it
I-
looks fucking badass.
Because I know the company that I work for. We've done work with them before too. And just like there was like a fence that we had done or something, and it just says Gamecocks like huge across
That's amazing.
this like, soccer field fence. Yeah, it's funny as fuck.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I still have a few old pieces of clothing from back then. That like I have this hoodie that just says Shockers across it.
That's dope. The Shockers.
Isn't it in like just like that like old school like normal? That's like university font.
Yeah,
too?
college block.
Yeah, you have to.
Mhm.
Otherwise, just what?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. That's my work life. That's what I do a lot. Otherwise, I fucking am a gamer. I'm a gamer.
Ooh.
Professional gamer.
What type of gaming, bro?
Anything that's not shooters, basically, I'll play that shit. I'm not a
Bowling or
Well, I know, for example, I just went through and played the new God of War game. That shit was dope.
okay. I don't play games at all.
I play no games, son.
This is gonna be a rich vein of topic. Yeah.
Do you live stream?
No.
Why?
No. Nobody
Why
wants
not?
to watch me play that shit.
I know you're good at
yeah.
it.
Yeah, people want to watch, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like those guys gotta be like at least halfway decent at video games, and I'm like, I don't know.
You'd
Normal.
be surprised by some of these gamers out here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe
Fuck,
that could
I
be.
feel like I could do it, and I'm not even good at games.
Maybe that
Just
could be
talk
a good
shit.
avenue for some money.
Yeah, dude, I would say do it. Fuck it, hustle, side hustle, son.
You just gotta be consistent.
Are you gonna ask me about my fucking birthday, bro? Fucking hate
Hey,
it.
Let's get
it's-
into it.
It's Mark Glass's B-Day.
Oh my god.
2 days ago? 3 days ago?
Thursday.
Thursday. Multiple days ago, because this isn't even gonna air today.
Yeah.
It was Mark's B-Day.
The big,
Hey.
big 3-0.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate
How
that.
was it? What did you do?
It was fun. The girlfriend and I went to see Deadpool on Thursday night.
Hell yeah.
Friday, we went shopping because you know Daddy likes to shop.
Yeah. You
Um,
love those brands.
Hell yeah, I do. Then we went to the grilled cheese restaurant that I love, Tom and Chi. Shout out to Tom and Chi.
Where's that at?
I've never been there.
That's in Granville. They have one.
Granville
It's
would have a grilled
so
cheese
good.
restaurant.
It's so good. I had a fucking macaroni and cheese grilled cheese. So it was the best of both carb worlds.
Wow.
It was
That's
amazing.
almost keto.
And then also the girlfriend made me a homemade lemon blueberry cheesecake.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Bomb as fuck. And then that night she made homemade ravioli. She bought
Homemade, like as in even the
pasta, yeah.
The pasta.
Like
Ooh.
she has a KitchenAid, you know, like one of those big fucking things.
Mixers.
And she bought the attachment that rolls out the pasta and shit.
Okay.
So she did that. And she made a fucking mess, of course. This sauce was amazing. It was a basil pesto cream sauce
Mm.
with asparagus too.
Michigan,
and the ravioli.
Michigan.
Yes. Shout out to
asparagus.
Michigan asparagus.
Yeah.
It was an Italian sausage ricotta spinach filled ravioli.
Oh my god.
And the everything was good. The raviolis were very weirdly shaped because this was her first time doing
Yeah.
it. And then the pasta was a little thicker than it should be, but it was good. It was good.
That's
Hell
dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good, dude.
And then tonight,
I wish-
tonight we're all gonna be fucking kicking it, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Time to
party. Muskegon style.
Fuck that! I'll get shot.
I wish I had a
Yeah, so
girlfriend.
shout out to everyone that wished me a happy birthday, yo.
Yeah.
I don't even know any bars in Muskegon.
They have like Unruly, right? Which is
Yeah,
kind of good.
Unruly's pretty dope. Pigeon Hill has really great beer.
Rackets
They're
has
another-
dope ass.
Yo, all right. So Mark turned me on to this thing last time we partied in Muskegon. Right when I got back from Los Angeles,
Yeah.
the first person I partied with, Mark Glass.
Daddy, of course.
He
Ooh.
ran. Sorry, I just had there's a barbecue competition going on around the corner. It sucks. Don't go to it. The barbecue's great. The people that run it, they're old.
And confusing.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It was cool. Go to it, because it'll still be here when we release this.
Like it's live or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I had barbecue. So excuse my gas, but the barbecue was great. So anyways, I come back from Los Angeles. Mark hits me up randomly one day. He's like, "Yo, I'm in Muskegon. What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, actually, I'm going to meet my friend Dane at a coffee shop." So then Mark met up with us there.
Dane Stewart?
No, Dane.
Sorry.
Dane Hammerly from If He Dies, He Dies.
Douanier.
Douanier.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyways, we met up there. We started talking, whatever. Dane had a show at Unruly that night. So I was like, "Mark, just come out. We'll have a beer. We'll catch up, whatever." Whew.
A beer, though.
That's-
it always starts off with a beer. Let's
Yeah.
just have a beer, bro.
It was not just
No.
one beer.
No.
So we had multiple beers. And Monkey Mike also showed up, Mike Jensen. His level of drunkenness probably raised our level of drunkenness, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was encouraging or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It was something.
So we get drunk as shit. Your girlfriend shows up. She, gets drunk with us. And then we were like, "Oh, let's go down to Rackets." Rackets is another bar in Muskegon.
Which has the best Bloody Marys of all time, dude.
Mark claimed this on the way there. And I was like, "This is bullshit." And then we got there and I tried one.
It's the best, isn't
I had
it?
two. After I was already shit-faced.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we were really shit-faced. And then it was also the night the ice storm came through and coated everything in ice. So we
So you
ended
could
up...
barely walk anywhere.
Yeah, we
on
couldn't
top of
even
being
walk down the
sloppy drunk.
sidewalk, dude. It was like you had to shuffle,
That's one thing I don't miss about living in Grand Haven.
And the girlfriend ended up getting a hotel. And then, dude, I immediately passed out. And then we woke up so fucking hungover. And my car was completely iced in.
Yeah.
It was you'd roll down the window and it was just a fucking thick layer of ice.
All I
Oh, yeah,
remember
I saw
that
the
morning...
video of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
we made that video. All I remember that morning is you guys were getting up and getting ready, and I was just in bed going, "No."
Bro, checkout is in 10 minutes. Get up.
I was like,
Oh my God.
Best Bloody Marys, probably period, though.
So we should hit that up?
Probably.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe we should
do you
start
like
there.
Bloody Marys?
No.
Oh.
Maybe we should start there.
Do you like Bloody Marys? No. No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect.
No.
I barely like drinking.
Yeah, what
as
was
it
that
is.
one weird drink that you had ordered too?
Something liquid THC or something.
Oh,
I
God.
forgot I had that too, plus 2 Bloody Marys, plus all the beer we drank. I was, wow.
Yeah, just done.
I'm such a lightweight. I could never.
See, the thing is I don't really drink either. So, I don't
Yeah.
know how I made it through that night, to be honest.
Me either. I feel like I barely ate too. That's the other thing. I don't
I
even
went out-
remember fucking eating.
I went out partying for Jerica's birthday last weekend, and I just kind of tagged along with Dave Shunk the whole time.
Mm.
And Dave Shunk was our guest on the last episode for anybody paying attention. Dave Shunk's a party animal.
Yeah, dude.
He knows
doesn't fuck
how.
around.
He knows how.
Yeah, it was a good night. It made me feel like I was 20 again.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Yeah.
He just kept buying me shots too.
Hell yeah.
Dude, shot. I'm like, oh my God, dude, fuck you. Enough.
But yeah, we're gonna
No.
go partying tonight to celebrate your birthday. That should be fun.
That's going to be a good time.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, dude. So, what's up with this Pusha T Drake drama?
Dude,
I'm not even with it right now. I'm so out of it. I've been so busy with
Dude,
shit.
this is great. All right, so first off, Pusha T and Drake have kind of been going back and forth for multiple years. This has been years in the making.
Mm.
So the last thing that happened before this happened was Drake released a song called Two Birds, One Stone.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. At the end of that song, he does like this whole section about Pusha T calling him fake drug dealer.
Calling Drake that?
No. Drake called Pusha T saying that his whole story, his whole everything about him and who Pusha T is all made up and fake.
Yeah.
And so that was like a year ago that Drake dropped that.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Pusha T's been working on this album for like multiple years, like 2 or 3 years. This album's been in the making. And then Kanye came through and was like, we're going to scrap every beat on this. I'm going to hand produce everything. And we're going to start from scratch. So they went into the lab. They came out with this 7-song project.
Yeah.
Called Daytona. And the last song on Daytona is a response to Drake's Two Birds, One Stone song that he dropped like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, it's a song called Infrared. And in that song, Pusha T calls out Drake for having ghostwriters, of course.
Right.
He doesn't, directly call out Drake by name, but he hints at things that Drake does. And basically just calls him fake and, showboaty
Right.
in the song. So then, not even 24 hours goes by, and Drake releases a diss directly at Pusha T and directly at Kanye West in under 24 hours.
Which makes me feel like the shit is fucking contrived as shit.
Or Drake was ready for this.
Well, if he started the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
So maybe he knew he was gonna get clapbacks.
that's what I'm saying. He was ready
Yeah.
and waiting for this.
Mm.
I think Pusha T and Kanye are also ready and waiting.
Yeah. So does that mean that Kanye and Drake got beef too?
Well, that's the weird part about it, because Kanye and Drake hung out a bunch because they both have houses in Calabasas.
Uh-huh.
They
in
play
California.
basketball together and weird
Yeah,
shit
there's
that.
there's a video on YouTube. You can see Ninja from DeAntword
Mhm.
talking about some weird setup basketball game him and Kanye and Drake set up.
Yeah.
I think it was to like mimic the Prince Dave Chappelle skit.
Really? That's
Yeah,
funny.
you remember that with
Yeah.
what's his name?
Oh yeah.
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie
Yep.
Murphy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
He's hilarious.
But yeah, so now it's finally come, like it's no longer subliminal
Mhm.
dissing, like they're full on going after each other.
Yeah.
And I love this shit because this is what makes the rap industry thrive.
the beef
love
shit?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It's like WWE.
Yeah. Yeah.
I view most things that happen in public like this on a big public level on TV and shit is like WWE.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Mhm.
It's all promotional.
Yeah.
All of it. Yeah,
There's
and it works too
there's
because that
a-
shit's fun. And
There's a
interesting
good
to
guy,
follow.
there's a bad guy.
A heel.
A heel
Yeah.
and a baby face.
Yep.
See, I don't really care about the beef shit because it's just studio stupid beef. Like to me, like
What should
beef
they do?
shit, because like to me, beef shit is like Tupac Biggie shit,
Yeah.
where it's like heavy,
Do you think they
where it's like some real fucking gangster shit.
You think
This
you
is
think-
like some dudes in the studio, like, hey man, don't have people help you write lyrics. It's like, dude,
well,
what?
first
Shut
first
the
off,
fuck up.
first off, if Drake's trying to claim the rapper title and he's having people write his shit, that's a line, bro.
Yeah.
If he's trying to claim the rapper title, not pop star and all that, that makes sense.
Okay,
You know? Like if you're a pop star, yeah, use your team, whatever. If you're trying to be a rapper
pop
though,
style.
if you're trying to be a rapper though, and you're trying to claim the crown and say you're the rapper.
Well, I think Drake is a pop star. I don't consider him a lyricist at all.
Right, but what he's trying to do is cross
No.
over and take over the rap lane. Right? Is he not?
I guess I don't
Yeah.
fucking.
Well, I mean,
And-
he's working with rappers and stuff all the time.
And even beyond that, he's Canadian. Right? Where'd rap come from?
Canada?
No.
Oh, what? Where are you going?
Canada.
Where are you
The
going?
United States. It came from New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the old fucking
So
b-boy shit.
so we're just gonna let a Canadian just stroll up in here and take our fucking rap title and
Dude, what's up with hating on Canadians?
no, I'm not hating. I'm
Hating
saying
on
first
Canada.
off, he's not from here.
Yeah.
Second off, he's getting a hell of a lot of streams off of American streaming services.
This is some straight fucking weird Trump politics shit.
This is not
Now
Trump
listen, you come in over the border, motherfucker, and start taking our rap job.
Don't be using our YouTubes.
Bro. I'm making a valid point.
I'm not on board. This is weird. I don't like where this is.
There's all kinds of talent that comes out of Canada. I mean,
I'm not saying there isn't. I'm not saying there can't be.
and that doesn't
saying
invalidate their skills. or
in the
talent.
rap game that you're stepping into, the rap arena, this is an American sport. And a Canadian is now coming in and dominating our American sport. This is here. This is our sport.
I guess. I don't know.
Like, look, all right, look at UK, right? What'd they do with rap? Something totally different.
Yeah, they got their own scene.
Right. What does Canada do?
They ship their talents down south.
They know, dude, he's infiltrating our shit, bro.
Well, dude, there's other Canadian rappers out there. Like
Who?
Mad Child. Mad Child's fucking sick as hell.
Yeah.
And is he going for the top spot?
I don't think that's his goal.
I don't think
No.
it's possible for Mad
Because
Child.
I don't think, because he has his own record label. Like he didn't
So does
sign on.
Drake.
Yeah, but he didn't sign on to like some like major record label where he has no push and pull. It's like fucking
Neither-
Birdman or Lil Wayne calling all the shots for this silly shit. Didn't Drake join Young Money and then that's how his career popped off?
Yeah.
I don't think he had full creativity or control over his shit.
I have a deeper theory with Drake. I think Drake's been single-handedly writing some of these plot lines that we're seeing like play out between Young Money and other shit.
He's
Nicki
like
Minaj and Meek Mill.
he's like the Vince McMahon of the rap community.
Yeah.
Of the rap community.
I'm telling you, bro, this is WWE
Dude,
shit.
did you hear Eminem is dating Nicki Minaj though?
That's not true.
It's on the fucking.
Hey, why not?
It's
Why
all
not?
over the internet, dog.
This is why we need an intern. Pull it up, bro.
Dude, it's on there. It's on there.
That's
How do you feel about that?
not true.
Dude, it's all over.
So what if it is though? Like, what's the big deal?
It's cool.
Yeah, why
I
not?
love them both. That's
Um,
tight.
It's the age difference has got to be
It's-
pretty crazy. There,
It's
though.
definitely fake.
What's that age difference though?
Well, Eminem's pretty old now. I
Like
feel
500 years old.
Isn't he just
He's
about?
a
He's got to
clone
be.
anyway. It doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got to be close to 50 by now.
His
right?
clone's probably only like 21.
his clone's probably. Yeah.
Is that some conspiracy shit?
You've never known about like the different like
The replacement Marshall Mathers.
well like like aren't there's like theories that like certain celebrities after they like do something fucked up or they like disappear for a while, they'll come back and then people are saying like they're like clones of them and shit.
They went
That's-
into MK Ultra programming.
That's just
Yeah.
called rehab, man. Every
I don't
ti-
know.
That's like somebody goes away because it's rehab. They go to rehab and then come back.
rehab. See, you're brainwashed.
See, you're fucking dude. You're part of the problem.
The liberal media.
Woo! I like rap beef.
it makes
think
it,
it's
it
fun.
makes it interesting. Why
Yeah, I
not?
think it's fun.
I think it was
I like it.
cool. I don't.
I-
It doesn't do anything.
I
for me
honestly
anymore.
like it better if it is fake because the real beef back in the day was getting people killed.
Yeah, we lost the two greatest stars in rap.
Right. So if
Yeah, well,
if,
that's what happens when Suge Knight kills one of his artists.
Yeah.
if there is going to be beef, it's probably better that it is constructed or whatever.
Designed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it is to a point. Like some of it's, plotted and then they let the responses happen, how they
Yeah.
happen. And then but I think now at this point, everybody's thinking like multiple steps ahead,
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like reality TV.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like partially scripted, but
yeah,
most of
we're
it's
going to
like,
set up this weird shit for you guys to be in,
Yeah,
and then we're going
totally.
to film how you react to
Yeah.
it. That's what I think.
Shit, that's like half of social media. In
I think
general.
that's politics as well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. With the upper elites and the political shit.
right.
hmm
Testing shit out. See if this works.
Yeah.
Oops, we fucked up a bunch of things.
Like the Democrats are standing up for MS-13 gang members.
Yeah,
now.
what is that shit all about? I keep seeing like weird memes and shit, and I'm like,
They've lost their
what
mind.
is happening right now?
They're gone, bro. They're gone. They've
Well,
lost their mind.
do you know more about this shit?
Yeah,
'Cause I
so
don't really.
Trump's been on a slaughter path. going after specifically the gang MS-13.
Mm-hmm.
Taking them out single-handed.
Yeah, because these dudes are
He's out there in
fucking
the
bad as
streets.
fuck. These dudes are bad as fuck. These
Yeah,
are not
yeah,
like
yeah.
this isn't just like a gang. These are like cartel related gangs. They're bringing drugs here. This is all true.
Right, yeah.
So it's been a part of his political speeches. It's been a part of his campaign.
Yeah, he
It's
brings it up every time he talks about
Yeah.
the wall, every time.
Yeah. So now the Democrats came out and said that I think Nancy Pelosi came out and said something along the lines that we have to sympathize or empathize with these gang members because this is what happened. Trump said they were animals, right?
Oh,
Right,
yeah, I heard
right.
And
about
then
that.
the
yeah.
news took it, the media took it and twisted it and said Trump said immigrants are animals.
Yeah. Which
And
Yeah.
if you go back and
Every-
look, he said MS-13 are animals.
Which that's always what happens. It's always, I feel like, again, I'm not on the Trump side, but
But I'm about to defend that motherfucker.
They distort him, man.
but it seems like since all of this shit started, it was all like, he's always tied to some racist shit. Like that's like one of the biggest like liberals like argument is Trump's a fucking racist or whatever.
Because he's a rich white
And
guy.
then everyone fucking latches on just to that
Yeah.
key fucking thing.
Well,
Yeah.
True or not, it's easy to make people believe that because it's not that big of a jump.
It's also, I mean, it's kind of stereotypical with rich white guys. You know, that's kind of been like the stereotypical rich white guy thing for a long time. It's just
Well, do you hear about like back in the 80s when he had
unresearched, bro.
he had some property where he was like not letting people of color
Yeah, so it was his dad's
be
property.
tenants there.
It was his dad's property. I can break down this whole thing
Mhm.
if we really want
Ooh.
to spend time right now. It was his dad's property. His dad owned it. It was when he moved in to take on more responsibilities within his dad's development company.
Helping out with daddy's money.
Yeah.
Daddy's dirty little minnie.
So there is one newspaper article about this, and it's Trump representing his dad's company in the newspaper article. And
So Trump's dad was racist.
probably, yeah.
It's not Trump's
Probably.
fault.
I mean, I would look at the era that Trump's dad grew up in and did business in, and I
Mhm.
would say probably, yeah. Is your grandpa racist? See? That's what I'm saying, bro.
I would say he tries not to be.
right.
The hesitation and the laugh.
But the language in the millennial generation would probably be viewed as racist.
Yeah, my grandpa taught me the catch a tiger by his toe, the naughty way.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I just heard that one at school.
Good Lord. That's Fruitport for you, bad.
That was Arizona, bud.
Oh, whoa.
Oh damn!
Good Lord.
So that's like Donald Trump's first public
He's
thing.
he's racist by proxy of his father.
Well, I think what Donald Trump saw from that was that controversy because the building filled up after that happened, right? And I think
Yeah,
Donald
all
Trump.
the white people wanted to live there. All the
No,
racist
I mean
white people.
like
that-
through court, there was like a settlement outside of court or something with it. Here's my point. I personally think it was designed because from that point on, anything we've seen from Donald Trump, which this happened to be first Donald Trump in the spotlight moment, has been designed.
yeah, but this was like back in the 80s or some shit. He
Right.
wasn't thinking about political career.
Bro, he's a smart dude. I know people like to lock in and be like, yo, he's dumb, he's stupid. No dumb, stupid person becomes a billionaire, even if your dad gave you $1 million. He
Yeah.
still turned that $1 million into $10 billion or whatever he's worth now.
Yeah.
4 billion or whatever. No, like if anybody could become a billionaire, I would be a billionaire. I have so many fucking business ideas constantly running through my brain. I'm constantly trying to like my whole life has been trying to start a business.
Yeah.
I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a thousandaire.
Yeah, but he had a head start. He didn't have to.
I also got a head start.
He didn't have to hustle and grind through his, teen and 20 years.
True.
He was.
True.
He got a.
But he's still smart, is my point. He's
Yeah.
not dumb. And I think he's calculated a lot more moves. I think he just realized. Get closer.
Closer.
I think he just realized. I don't want to turn this into an hour-long Trump talk. 'Cause nobody gives a fuck. I think he realized the benefit of causing controversy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And then used it excessively throughout his entire career.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And if you read any of his books, which I highly suggest people do, if you want to make Trump your enemy and you want to go against him and you hate him and you think he sucks, read his books.
Yeah, I definitely think doing the research is probably going to help your cause rather than just using what
He's in the art of the deal, bro.
Fucking internet tells you.
In the art of the deal, he's telling you exactly what he's doing right now. It's all of every technique he's using, everything, and it surprises me that it still works because it's all there. The whole blueprint is in his books of what he's doing and how he's doing it.
Mm.
Look it up.
Fuck Donald
Look
Trump.
into it, dude. Look into it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I wouldn't say he's stupid or dumb or anything or unintelligent, but I think he's definitely disconnected from society and a little ignorant.
Probably. Yeah, I wouldn't say. I think we're all ignorant in some type of way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's nobody that can know, I don't know, everything and respond properly all the time.
Only
but
Jesus.
Only Christ. Only God can judge me.
But yeah, let's get off of politics because I really don't want to talk about Trump every episode.
tight.
Yeah, me either. I'm good.
He does enough promotion for himself.
Yeah, no shit. So Jacob, you had I'm excited for this story. So I am very afraid of the dentist, like 100%. Like I have to take the day off anytime I have a dentist appointment. They have to give me Valium so that I'm comfortable, and they have to give me the gas too. Otherwise,
me the
I like
fuck out.
will not survive the fucking even a cleaning. I just won't be able to handle it.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking terrified. I think I just have like post-traumatic stress as like from being a kid or something.
really
From a bad
anxious.
dentist back in the day.
yeah. What's fucking weird about it is I wanted to be a dentist when I was a kid. Like just because I was like, man, they make tons of money, bro.
Yeah.
So I
Look
don't know.
out for any small children that want to be dentists. That's a creepy
It
child.
died. It was short-lived as fuck. I also want
I
to
want to be a dentist.
Like run.
I
run.
also wanted to be an English teacher at some point too.
That would have been tight.
And my parents were like, because my parents are both teachers, highly educated. They teach foreign language. And when I told them I wanted to be an English teacher, they were like, you realize you have to like read a lot and write a lot. And I was like, ugh, never mind. No, dude, I do like writing. Like I took journalism in high school, and then I took like creative writing in college and shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jacob has and I don't know what's happening now. Jacob told me that Jacob hasn't gone to the dentist in like fucking 13 years or something.
More.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
not since I was 18. I haven't had dental insurance since I was 18.
And he used to always make like funny jokes how he had like teeth mites or something. Like his teeth are gonna constantly fall out. Like
Yeah.
when I lived with him, we'd like go like so like our favorite time of the year for candy is Easter.
Dude, Easter has the best candy.
It is,
Always. Better than Halloween, better than Christmas. Easter candy's the shit.
Yeah, dude. So we would go to like a store like the day after Easter and just stock up on shit. We would be eating
Hell
like
yeah.
pounds of like whimsical jelly beans or whatever. Shock Tart jelly bean, Sour
Hell yeah.
Patch jelly bean.
Egg-shaped jelly beans.
Right. And he would be like, bro, my teeth are gonna fall out like constantly.
I just eat candy until my teeth hurt. I was like in my mid-20s.
Teeth hurt.
In my mid-20s.
So anyway, we always like I always associate like fucking silly like teeth related shit to Jacob because his bite is so far off that like two teeth touch. So like
Yeah.
he like
Yeah.
can't even chew his food.
All right. Well, okay. Well, here,
Just go
let
into
me
it.
tell the story.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, I have a pretty severe underbite. which is developed over time. I've not always had an underbite,
Do
which
that
is weird.
click noise.
But so the other day, I actually finally made an appointment with an oral surgeon to just get my wisdom teeth looked at, because I've always assumed over all these years that not getting my wisdom teeth out is the reason why I have like this crazy underbite. So I finally made the appointment. It's been a million years since I've been to the dentist, and then I finally get in there and I talk to him, and they do the X-rays, and he's talking to me, and he pokes around a little bit. And the first thing he says is, your wisdom teeth grew in on the bottom, and they're perfect. They're fine. There's no damage there. The gums are healthy. The teeth came in straight. It's all good. Nothing's happening. He's like, honestly, if you wanted to, you could just leave them. You don't have to get them out. It's fine. And I was like blown away. I was like, what? And he goes, honestly, you have some of the better looking teeth than most people that I deal with.
Oh.
And I was, going back to the story of like eating bullshit, and like I'm bad with my teeth. I don't brush my teeth every day. Like I'm gross. It's gross. I know. I understand. I get it.
You're like, it's the weekend. Fuck brushing my teeth.
Exactly. 100%.
I actually had a joke about you with that. I talk about how lazy you are, like on the weekends, that you just like, if you can get by. Because I used to live with Jacob for years, and I used to have a joke that if he could get by the weekend without leaving the house, he will not brush his teeth.
Hell yeah.
He will not take a shower. No. He will not change his clothes for like Friday through until like the work week starts. So
yes, that is true.
So I can attest to his comment about not brushing his teeth.
I am a grossly lazy person.
Yeah, dude.
I think it builds up your defense system.
That's right. I'm immune to a lot of diseases.
I do it too.
But
okay,
what,
not brush your teeth.
No, I brush my teeth regularly. But I definitely, like, if I'm staying home for a couple of days and I don't got shit to do, I'm probably like, I change my underwear and my socks.
Oh,
well, yeah.
I'm not gonna take a shower every day. I'm not gonna.
I can't do it, dude.
It's bad for your hair to shower every day.
Yeah.
I would know.
I don't use shampoo.
How dare you?
I don't use soap. Or I occasionally use soap.
Are you using like apple cider vinegar?
No, I use water.
And just rub yourself down with water?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Dude.
I haven't washed my hair in like 10 years.
Whoa.
Oh.
See, is that how you get those silky locks?
Does it look gross? Does it look greasy?
Not really.
Look, bro. I got great hair. What are you telling me? Look at this.
There you go.
Look,
I don't fucking know, bro.
Look, dude.
Think of what you'd have if you used that herbal essences.
No, dude. What shampoo does is it like it dries out your scalp.
Yeah.
And then it causes your scalp to produce more oil. So the more you shampoo your hair, the more oil your scalp is producing to recoup the oil that the shampoo is taking away, right?
Yeah.
If you do this for years and years and years, that's why if you go a couple of days without washing your hair, it starts to get greasy, right?
Mm.
Mine doesn't do that anymore. It produces the right amount of oil. I don't have a dry scalp. I don't have an itchy scalp. I don't have any of that.
How long does that take to develop, though?
It took a couple of months for it to not be itchy and overly greasy.
Yeah. Damn.
If you're a fucking cosmetologist, please
email.
Please comment or email on this, because
it's a trend, bro.
I
Look it up.
don't know what the fuck this is.
It's a trend,
I
bro.
don't feel like this isn't real.
All right, but wait. Okay, so back to the story.
Yeah, please.
There's another part of this that's wild. Okay, so he tells me that my teeth are good and my wisdom teeth are already in, so like, why remove them? They came in, they're fine. And I go, well, I've been having this crazy pain in my jaw, and my underbite, I feel like, gets worse, like maybe on a monthly basis.
Wow.
And he
like
goes,
it feels like your jaw is like pushing forward.
Right. It just is always in pain. It feels like I have wisdom teeth growing in all the time, but he said they're in fully. So we're talking about it, and he goes, actually, you have a very wide tongue.
Yeah.
And he
Stick it out.
for the camera.
Stick it out.
It's
That is a wide tongue.
It's
It
really
is,
big.
dude.
Okay, so he's telling me this. We're talking
It's
about
like
it.
8 inches long.
He's like pushing my tongue around in my mouth, and
Gene Simmons.
he tells me that because I have a wide tongue, that's why this underbite has happened. And also,
Wow.
one of my options for getting rid of like this pain that I have
Yeah.
is getting a tongue reduction.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is a thing.
He literally said, you know, you might think about getting a tongue reduction, and I was fucking floored. I was like, I've never heard of this. This is the wildest thing ever.
Are you gonna do it?
I might, because
Hell yeah.
he also
Dude,
said
get it split too. Fucking party.
that's how they would have to cut it too.
Wait, what?
They would make a cut and remove a piece of tongue from the center of the tongue, not the side.
And then sew it
so
together.
then just split it at that point. Then
Leave
have
a
one of
little,
the little split tongues.
just
I'm
at
not
the
gonna do
tip,
that
just a
shit.
little.
just a little mini fork.
yeah, for the clit.
Oh my god.
Your dad watches this, right?
No, I don't know who watches this. To be honest,
So yeah, apparently my whole
For the
issue
clit.
my whole issue is just my fucking fat tongue.
That's interesting.
That is
Isn't that
interesting.
weird?
Because
I didn't
you would
know that
always
was a
talk
thing.
about the tongue that's like a pancake.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's like a chode tongue.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it like affected your dental.
He said
structure.
it's like having an
interesting.
orthodontal appliance in your mouth, basically.
Wow.
It's like it's so big, it's like forcing my teeth to spread and shit,
Wow.
which is fun. But other than that, he said I have like crazy healthy teeth.
That's
Cool.
awesome. Fuck
That's
yeah.
what I got every time I went. I also haven't been to the dentist since I was like 18.
Yeah,
Every time I went to the dentist, they always wanted to put braces on my teeth because I have a crooked little
crazy.
buck
yeah,
tooth.
yeah.
The
and,
fucking can opener.
Yeah. So they always said, you know, you got to get braces. You could deal with infections and shit later in your
Mhm.
life or whatever. Blah da dee 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 da da.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I went in there, they were like, "You have crazy good teeth. Like your
Mm.
teeth are really healthy. They're really clean. You know, like I've never had a cavity in my life.
Sometimes you just get lucky with good genes.
I think
Yeah, I have terrible genes with the fucking
all
teeth.
of my family all kind of has like we just have smaller mouths. I think is
Mhm.
what it is, and that's why they get all like crooked. Like we all kind of have crooked teeth. We don't have super straight teeth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like your brother has like some crazy.
Slightly,
Yeah.
Yeah, so and my middle brother had like an extra tooth up here that he had to get removed.
Mm-hmm.
But we all just our whole family across
It's
the whole
incest.
family. Fuck you, dude.
Just
I will-
kidding. Jesus.
I will fight. That's my family.
Sensitive.
That's my family.
How dare you?
But yeah, every time I went into the dentist, they were always like, "Your teeth are totally cool. Like they're super healthy." And I wasn't getting cavities or anything, but I also brushed my teeth all
Yeah,
the time.
you take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all the time. I don't overly brush my teeth. I'm
I've-
not like OCD about it, but
I've
I
never
am
had a cavity.
yeah.
Not one. And I'm terrible about taking care of my teeth.
I have a so
Yeah,
I
you like fucking pop rocks and like fucking Coca-Cola. Just
I got
Mountain
really
Dew,
into-
Not so much anymore, but
swishing
yeah,
your
back
mouth out
in
with
the
Mountain
day.
Dew.
Back in the day. Oh.
I got really into smoothies, and smoothies kind of fucked up my teeth. That was like
Oh.
out of all the things you
How?
would think.
All that
Is
like
there
acidic
sugar?
fruit.
It's the acidic fruit and the sugar,
Yeah.
Mm.
the natural
Yeah.
sugar. And
That shit just melts your teeth.
But I had over here. I have like a little gap between my gum, and there's like a little ridge on the top
Mhm.
of the tooth. Like a little piece fell out one day. I was like eating something. And I was like,
A piece
"What
of
the
what?
fuck? My tooth."
Tooth.
Oh shit.
A little
Dude, that
sliver.
shit is terrifying.
A little sliver came off, and I was like eating. I was like, I bit into it. I was like, "What the fuck? That's like as hard as my tooth. What I just?" I pulled it out, and it was a little sliver in my tooth. I was like, "What
Oh.
the fuck?" And so I think I need a crown. I think that's what that procedure is. When
I mean, it probably
they put a
depends on
cap up there.
how bad the chip was. Because
It's not bad.
if it's not that bad and you can't see,
I live with it. I've had it for like 3
Is
years
it like
now.
sensitive in that area now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only in the
Bad?
top. No. It doesn't hurt. Only if something touches it, and it's like you have to go up over the ridge.
Only if something touches.
Yeah, like right now, I can touch it, and
Yeah.
there's like one sensitive spot.
Yeah. Maybe you do
I
need
can't
a
even
crown.
find it right now.
Probably.
No, it doesn't bother me enough to need a crown.
Dude,
Like, it
they'll
doesn't
tell
affect me.
you.
Fuck them. That's what I'm saying. Fuck them. They don't know.
How dare you?
If it doesn't affect my everyday life, why should I get it fixed?
You should be going to the dentist at least once a year.
Why?
man.
I don't get cavities.
Okay, don't. Fuck it.
I mean, that's how
what
I
do
felt.
I know?
That's how I felt about it for so long.
My
'cause I was
wisdom
like,
teeth grew in all fucked up. This one in the back up top here is like halfway grown in. It's just sitting there halfway. I dealt with it for like 3 years. It was super painful.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then this one
The shit sucks.
over here, just a part of the tooth is poking out like to the side.
Sideways?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude.
But it's
what?
just like a little sliver of the tooth over here. And also that hurt for like 3 years. It sucked. And it would go through like flare-ups where it'd feel really bad. But now it's nothing. It hasn't affected me in like 5 years. So why should I go through all this awful process and pay all this stupid amount of money?
Right.
For what? For something that doesn't bother me?
Well, that's where I'm at right now is like, how bad is my pain? Am I going to go through? Because he talked to me about like multiple procedures of before they would do anything, they would have to pull out all 4 of my wisdom teeth. Then they do the tongue surgery.
Damn.
Then they'd have to break my or my bottom jaw and like reposition my top jaw.
No.
Which would be
Wait.
And you're thinking about this.
right.
Wait, they would have to break your jaw?
Yeah, because they have to reset my bite, right? So they have to push my bottom jaw back. And so that would require, a day of surgery plus a day in the hospital.
Ugh.
Jesus.
And
You're probably going to have all this like mouth gear shit.
and
for
after
healing.
all that shit, he said you'd have to have your jaw wired shut, and then after all of that, braces for probably a year. And so,
Yes.
and because of
Sign daddy
and
up.
between each surgery or anything they do to my mouth, there's a healing period that they'd have to wait. So
Wow.
if I went ahead and did all the things that he talked to me about, it'd be 2 years worth of fucking with my mouth.
Oh, my God.
Plus like 20 grand all said and done, which is
Ouch.
crazy.
Whew.
Yeah. So now I'm like, well, maybe I could just deal with this. It's not so bad, I guess.
Dude, do the tongue thing at least.
I've thought about it because I feel like that's
It sounds like he's got to do all of it if he does the tongue thing.
yeah. Well, I guess I could just do the tongue thing only. I guess that's like the one that they
Do the
wouldn't have
tongue
to
thing.
take all my teeth out for it, but it's it's fucked up.
That is rowdy. Holy shit.
It was
quite the
super wild.
procedure, dude.
I was
I've
happy.
Never heard of something.
I was
like
really
that.
happy to find out though that like it wasn't my wisdom teeth fucking me up, like, because that would be I
The
don't know.
wisdom teeth is kind of scary because it can cause an infection and go
Right.
straight to your brain and kill you.
Right, and he said my shit was good and no worries there. So
Yeah, I got my wisdom teeth taken out in high school. When they looked at my X-rays, they were growing in sideways, and they were like, "If you don't get these removed, they're taking out all your teeth, son." Like they're like growing at the root of the other teeth,
That's what's going on with mine.
like just
And-
T-boning out.
Yeah, that's what's going on with mine.
but you're of the age where your shit's not moving anymore, right? Like it's not still poking,
No,
growing
yeah,
in.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not moving anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't your teeth just move your whole entire life?
I don't
My
know.
wisdom teeth
probably.
aren't on the move right now.
Yeah.
Because
They haven't been for like 5 years.
Because I know, like, if you had braces, because I had braces as a kid.
Yeah,
I
me
think you
too.
did too.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they were like, you have to wear your retainer always, otherwise. And like my bottom teeth shifted.
Isn't it for like 10 years or something? And then
I have
after
no
that,
idea.
it's
Honestly, like
they're
even
basically
still,
set.
it'll still move.
Yeah.
Yo, the teeth are fucking weird, man. Teeth are weird.
It controls
I feel
a lot of your health, though.
I feel
Yes, it
like we
does.
don't fully like appreciate or understand the teeth. Like I feel like there's a lot more. Like why can we feel pain in our teeth?
Because there's nerve endings in there.
yeah.
But they're teeth.
The
You know
nerve
what I mean?
endings go like
you would need
Into the tooth, but I have like in this spot like a soft spot.
yeah.
You know, a little. Yeah.
I think
well, it's probably because it's not your nerve isn't completely exposed, but it's still
Yeah.
think
there's
about
still, like-
think about if you couldn't feel your teeth, right? Think
Yeah.
about that. People would be going around eating rocks and shit, busting up their teeth. Like, oh, this looks good. I'll just honk on this shit.
Oh,
Have you ever done acid?
Oh yeah.
You know the teeth feeling? You ever?
Oh
had
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
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 What is that?
I don't know. I think it's.
It feels like your teeth moving.
I
does
think
it
it's
not?
like the alkaline chemicals in
It-
acid that does that to you.
It feels like your teeth are vibrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Not like a
like-
vibrator.
Not
but
uncomfortably.
Like you have a
Not a
tingling.
Hitachi.
You have a tingling sensation in
Yeah.
your teeth.
And like the back of your tongue too. Usually.
Yeah, and the only way that I could put it into words is it feels like there's like a frequency emitting from your teeth.
Sort of. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, you always get that kind of like weird mouth feel whenever you're on acid.
Yeah. I got it one time I was meditating I was meditating pretty hard about like 2 years ago. Like I saw some shit. And for my buddy Justin Sachs can attest to this. For like 10 days straight, my teeth were doing that.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's too long. You took too much.
No, I didn't take any acid. I was meditating.
Oh, no shit.
So, don't meditate.
It's not
Moral
an
of the
uncomfortable
story.
feeling.
It's bad for you. It's bad for your teeth to meditate.
It's not an uncomfortable feeling. It's not an uncomfortable thing. It's just different. It's like your teeth are vibrating. They're doing something. They're a living thing.
It might just be those blood. You can actually, because you're, affected by some psychotropic drugs, you can actually feel the veins that go into your teeth throbbing. That might be what it is.
Could be. Who knows?
Because I know when I smoke weed, I can.
Do veins go into your teeth?
Yeah,
Veins.
It's veins into nerves, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
I'm pretty sure.
Or nerves, capillaries, and
Yeah,
then
there's
nerve
blood.
endings?
There's blood flow like going through your teeth. Your teeth.
I got to learn more about teeth, man.
Yeah, supposedly, or supposedly, sorry.
Supposedly.
There's someone out there, aka my girlfriend, that gets pissed anytime I say that. Supposedly instead of supposedly.
I like probably.
Fucking bitch.
Probably.
Yeah, dude. I know that they've said.
Wait, did you just call your girlfriend a fucking bitch?
Yeah, we call each other that
Oh,
all the
okay.
time. It's,
All right.
it's funny.
All right.
It's like a pet name or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
But
That's cute.
you can find
That's
out
cute.
they can find out if you have diabetes through your
From your teeth, yeah.
They can do it from your eyes too. I
That's
went to an eye doctor and they're like,
You have diabetes.
not yet. It's coming though.
That's usually they say. Dentists are usually the first to know if someone's bulimic.
Yeah. Well,
oh, yeah,
that's
because you can look at the enamel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had an eye exam and they were they showed me whatever tests they did.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Do you want to do this?" I was like, "Yep, my dad has diabetes, please."
Yeah.
And-
From an eye test.
And they show the other
Wow.
fucking inside of your eye, almost like a cross section kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if a certain spot is darker, and you see it in that cross section, it'll tell you you need to get checked out.
That's
You're going
crazy.
blind, boy, from the beatus.
Yeah, I want to
it's-
see my eyeball cross section.
It's fucking tight. It's
Yeah.
interesting. There was a tiny little mark right there, and I was like, "So I have diabetes, huh?" And they're like, "No, what? We would have fucking told you." I was like, "Okay." Oh, wait, I have diabetes now.
What's the prognosis, doc?
Yeah, dude. I'm the type of person where I am sort of hypochondriac,
Yeah, I'm not.
and I fucking WebMD everything.
Yeah.
I'll get a cough and a headache, and I'm like, man, this lasted 2.5 days. What's wrong with me? And then I'm self-diagnosing myself, and then if I go to the doctor, I was like, well, I was reading. There's a good chance that it might, and they're like,
No, you're
just
an
stop.
idiot.
No.
Just stop.
Yeah.
They
Well,
get so mad if
They
you
do.
try and self-diagose yourself.
Dude, I looked up.
Self-diagnose yourself.
I looked up yesterday.
Self-diagnose self.
I googled large tongue. not
What did it say?
to keep going back to the tongue thing, but I googled it to see
Bring
what,
it back.
what the fuck is what is my problem? Why do I have a big tongue? Because apparently it's very abnormal. So I looked it
really?
up, and there's actually a handful of pretty awful problems that it could be possibly, which is not good.
You got to find
tell.
Well, I looked at one of the things the dentist and
You've been eating too much ass.
too many dicks. It's deformed my mouth.
You swallow too much cum that your tongue gets enlarged from
Yeah,
swallowing
no.
just too many kids.
No, I actually heard that's really good for you.
It's good.
According to who?
Doesn't matter.
Cosmopolitan?
Look, let me put out whatever propaganda I want to put out.
Holy shit.
It's the patriarchy.
Well, isn't cum on your face good or something?
That's bullshit. That's not true. It's so fucking
But why
fake.
are girls always like, dude, the protein's enriched?
Oh, the protein.
Those people are idiots.
Is coming on a girl's face disrespectful? Is that
Not
bad?
if she wants it.
Oh. Yeah.
How do you feel about that though?
I would, regardless of want or being requested that of me, would still feel weird about it.
I can't do it.
No.
I can't do the aggressive stuff. When
Nope.
girls ask me to be all aggressive and I can't do it. I'm just
Well,
not-
depends. Depends.
I can't.
What do you mean depends?
Aggressive, like what specifically?
All right, there are like
Yes, I love this.
You want to talk
There-
about like slapping?
no, well, kind of. I mean, there's playful slapping, like that's cool.
No, I mean
There's,
like slapping
nails,
right up in the face.
There's like nails in the back, that's cool.
That's
No,
a
I hate
classic.
that.
That's a classic.
I like
I
it.
don't like it.
There's pulling hair, that's cool. There's
Like
gentle
pulling
choking.
your hair?
Either side. There's gentle choking, that's cool. But then
Gentle
like
choking.
yeah,
pussy.
like that's
grab
what I'm
a
saying.
hold
I
of that
can't.
shit.
I can't do it. It's in me to not be able to do it.
I can handle a nice good firm choke. That's good
I
stuff.
can't
about
do
that?
it. The
That's
deep throat?
That's very specifically like the person has to be like capable and into it. Otherwise, that's really not fun.
I'm into whatever the ladies. I feel I'm super neurotic as hell, because like the whole time I'm just like, I hope I'm not like, I hope they enjoy this the whole time,
Yeah.
and then I completely disregard myself. like I just am so worried the whole time. I guess I'm like a pleasure
That's not
giver than a
yeah.
pleasure
That's not neurotic. I don't
receiver.
think that's neurotic. Neurotic would be like
No, you're just
me,
like-
me.
You're just self-conscious is all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 100%.
Yeah.
Like if I could keep my T-shirt on every time, I would, because I'm like so ashamed of my
Dude,
body.
me too.
Really, I
me
love.
too.
I love getting naked with a girl. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it takes me a lot.
I love it.
And my dick is so
I don't
small
have a
when I'm
great
not-
body, dude. I'm like stretched out. I'm fucking lanky as hell,
It's better that than to have tits.
bro.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
I have shitty tattoos all over my body. I have nothing to be proud of under these clothes.
Yeah, but you could take your shirt off and no one's gonna judge you. They'll just be like, "Whew,
Look,
he's skinny."
bro. Nobody's.
We
judging
take our shirts off and they're like,
No,
"Is that a hairy hermaphrodite?" And
No.
what is wrong with that, man?
you're overthinking.
Bullshit,
That
dude.
doesn't happen.
I don't even like to go swimming because I
No.
don't want to take my shirt
It's
off.
ruined the beach. Like being
I
a
don't even do
shitty,
that.
out of shape, lazy fuck has ruined the beach
Mm-hmm.
and like water parks.
Pool. I don't fuck with any of that.
Just
shit.
popping your shirt off because
Um,
it's a hot day. I don't do that shit. Ever.
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck
I don't
no.
do that either.
I got 2 shirts on right now. It's fucking 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, I dude.
You guys should be less self-conscious. You should definitely go to the beach.
I
and
feel
take
like
your
I'm at
shirt
the
off.
age where I should be over it, and I kind of am.
Right.
Yeah.
But I still am just like nobody want. Like I feel like I'm
There's so
doing a disservice to other people
No.
around me.
Right. It seems rude.
Nobody looks at you and goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just took your shirt off." Nobody has those thoughts. You guys
Dude,
know that,
yes.
right? Nobody has those thoughts.
There's just a bunch of people like seeing us and going, rude. That's
They're gonna
rude.
point and laugh. 100%.
They're all gonna laugh at
Dude,
you.
like 100%. This is what happens.
Who?
Jacob
Dude
and
bros?
Jacob and I
Dude
walk.
bros?
Listen,
we make
listen.
fun of each other. I think. And
Jacob
that's
and
why
I
we're just
walking
perpetuating
by.
it.
Jacob and I walking by, like I guarantee, if we were walking on the beach with our shirts off, someone's gonna like go and like see us, and they're gonna be like, "Look at that fat fuck over there! Oh my god, these fat fucks with the shirts off." Dude, 100% that's happening.
Fuck 'em.
100%.
Fuck them, bro.
Dude, even with
They're-
our shirts
they're
on.
probably dumb as
Yeah,
fuck.
even with the shirts on, you
What
can
was
still
it?
see
Waiting in
titties.
line at Cedar Point, we had that one dude. Hey, fat boy. Like what? Dude, we're waiting in line. Like what the fuck?
Hey, fat boy.
We're 16 and you're probably 20 something. What is your fucking problem?
Hey, fat boy.
Oh
Dude,
my
we're
God.
just growing boys. We drink a lot of milk. We're
Oh
soy
my God.
boys.
You guys are stuck in the 16-year-old versions of yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why we connect so well and shit.
Yeah.
Totally.
Take your shirt off at the beach. It's all right.
Oh, I
You're-
thought you were
you're
saying
grown,
take your
man.
shirt off.
Look right
Take
now.
your shirt off right
Give
now.
me a show.
Fuck no. Ugh.
I'm gonna come on your tits.
I'm going to titty fuck both of you.
Oh yeah. So if you got someone that's like, oh my god, fucking like slap me, or some shit, you wouldn't be into it.
I couldn't do it.
No.
No, I just don't have it in me. I've had girls that
Yeah.
want me to be like extra rough, and
Yeah.
I just can't do it. Like I'm too gentle. I don't know, man. I'm a really gentle lover. I've been told it multiple times.
I
The
could do
girls that like it love what I
Yeah.
do. You
That's
know,
because
I'm,
not
like,
a lot
really-
of guys are like gentle like
I'm
that.
like sensation based, man.
I feel like I could flip between both. Depends on
Me
my
too.
mood. Depends
Me
on my
too.
mood. Sometimes it's just like I gotta fucking rail this out.
The only time I've
Dude, do you
railed
feel-
one time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
I've
interrupt.
railed one time and I felt completely horrible and disgusted about it the next day.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, was she prepared for it?
I don't know.
That could be it.
That could be the part of the guilt or whatever.
What? That
She was like not expecting you to go hard
she
or
knew.
whatever.
Yeah, she knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I think porn has fucked me up.
All of us.
Uh-oh.
Our whole generation's fucked.
I know you can. I know you agree. I feel like
hang
it's
on.
desensitized me as far as like what is like normal and okay and what isn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all grew up with the internet and internet
No,
porn.
but not
like
exactly. We grew up.
Those examples of what sex is are completely false and unrealistic.
Well, we grew up with like porn forts and like
Yeah, literally.
finding your stepdads or your dads or
Yeah.
whoever the fuck your mom's porn.
Just some shitty tore up magazine laying in a
Yeah,
gutter
like-
somewhere.
No, you had the internet when you were 15.
But I'm saying like once we
before
got
that.
older,
Yeah.
like we had internet porn or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was shit. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like this crazy shit that is now where it's
Yeah.
like stepmom fucks brother while sister watches or like girl gags on fucking 8 dicks or like that shit.
Yeah.
That's like a whole new level, bro.
Yeah.
That's like
And I
super
feel like
extreme.
the more I go down these like because I'll go down 2 rabbit holes. I'll go down the conspiracy rabbit hole and I'll go down the porn rabbit
porn
hole.
rabbit
And the
hole.
porn rabbit hole gets fucking dark, dude.
Yeah.
You start to see shit where it's like, I'm
can't
not
unsee
going to be
it.
the same ever again.
Yep.
Was there consent involved in this filming?
Yeah, that's another weird thing that people sometimes it doesn't look like the girl or the woman is having a good time.
Yeah, that's ruins it like every
Maybe
time.
she's
like-
a really good actor.
Why would you want to act
Yeah,
like
why
you're
would
not
you want
enjoying
to
it?
see that though?
Well, yeah, I guess if you're
I
like
was
some kind of
just-
sadist or
I was
something, you want to.
taking an
Yeah.
attempt at being funny, but
Yeah, it's like just way overhead.
Sometimes some of that BDSM stuff, it like
I
you
don't-
know, I don't want.
I
I'm
just
not.
can't.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to shame anybody's kink or whatever. But like some of like if some of those videos, some people don't look like they're enjoying themselves.
some
Like,
people
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
weird.
Like there's I dated
Yes.
she was a call girl, I guess, or like what are the girls that
escort.
escort? Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
When was this?
She was also a dancer.
So you dated a hooker?
No, she was an escort.
sex worker, please.
She was an escort.
Anyway, continue the story. This is already
one of her customers. She mostly just went out with rich dudes and was like
Yeah. Escort.
arm piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
One customer though did want sexual stuff, but didn't want sex. He just wanted somebody to step on his balls.
Oh, that's another level, man.
Did she do it?
Yeah, because there was a lot of money involved.
How much money?
Yeah,
I
you
can't
just
recall.
all you gotta do is wash your feet afterward.
Like barefoot or with like shoes?
Oh,
I
God.
think heels.
Heels.
Jesus Christ.
That's
I think,
What's
it
wrong
was,
with
I
you?
think it was heels.
I say I don't understand how people can be into that and then not constantly be in the hospital. Like you're doing some serious damage. That's not like playful fun. Like you're fucking damaging your body. Like,
Imagine
fuck.
if that's
Yeah.
happening at a level that we can see. Imagine the shit that's happening at a level we can't see.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
I don't know, dude. I think and I've had this conversation with other people before, but I think there's a big problem with, like, and this goes back to what I was explaining with like us growing up in the weird time frame of like internet porn and not internet porn.
Yeah.
Now that it's so like easily accessible to everyone and the shit is on a weirder level, like it's not just like a lady fucking doing whatever.
Or just like
we're
being
used
naked
to.
on a page. Yeah.
Right. Now it's like on some new level shit, and I'm scared, like for those
Newer
younger,
generations, yeah.
newer generations, like going to have sex for the first time.
Yeah.
I think
Because like a dude like that watches, because I was a fucking deviant.
Yeah.
You and I both were deviants.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens
I'll
when
admit
you're.
that.
That's what happens when your babysitter molests you.
Oh
So anyway, you get hypersexual or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, I'm scared for newer
Or
generations.
just being a
'cause-
teenage boy, I think.
Well, I didn't. You
all
know what's?
teenage
I think
boys
the
are-
two of us were maybe a little bit more predisposed to some of this.
I was
stuff
already
at a younger
cranking
age.
at like fucking 8 years old, dude.
Bef-
before you even
could
produce
come.
anything.
Yeah, before you could even come.
I mean,
I miss those days.
I've talked.
Yeah,
with,
dude. No
I
mess.
talked with people.
No muss, no fuss.
I talked with like parents who's they've like caught their toddler kids masturbating.
Good Lord.
Well, actually, that's kind of a normal thing of like
Yeah, it's like a normal
early
thing.
Like
childhood development.
Discovery kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, totally. It's like one of those things, and you know, man, people.
You know
handle
what's
them in
fucked
different
up
ways.
is I didn't even think that I got molested because
Can you consider that molested? We go over to this girl who's babysitting, and she makes out with us. That's not molested.
How much older
We were.
was she? An adult?
I think I was.
she wasn't an adult.
No, I
but
think I want to say she was probably 16, 17.
And you guys were like,
And we were like, I think I was in
8 and 9 or
third
some
grade,
shit.
third grade. And all she did was like play like I don't know, like some dice game. You roll the dice, and then somebody got to go make out with her. But it was like what? There was 3 of us, and there was all 3 of us like took a turn making out with this girl, and I don't know. I didn't feel. I mean, I was
don't know.
there for it. I was willing and ready. I didn't feel.
Yeah. Anyway,
taken advantage of.
I didn't think it was molestation until like 2 years ago.
Wait,
When I
what changed? Why do you now think that's?
because I had told like my ex-wife, I told my girlfriend, and they're like, "Dude, that's not okay. That's fucked up."
I mean, it's probably a little abnormal. I don't know. I never felt any
I
kind
would-
of way
I
about
didn't
it.
think it was bad. I
I
just
would
thought I was
be-
a G. I was
Yeah,
like,
that shit
I'm a
ruled.
fucking gangster. 16-year-old. I'm 8. Boom, son.
Yeah, it was
I would,
awesome.
I would
That's
be
a
more
badge of
weirded.
honor.
I'd be more weirded out if she was like 18 or older.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah.
feel like
I
like
want to
a
say she was like
16
16.
a 16-year-old knows what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's definitely weird. But I
One
don't-
thing's for sure, she was not a good babysitter.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely crushed on like my
On your
babysitters when I was
babysitter? Hell
kid.
yeah, dude, me too.
But I'm wondering if I didn't experience that, if I wouldn't have been so like
Extra
travel down the
sexualized.
dark arts because
Probably
I was
not,
like
bro.
fucking doing
Or not.
shit.
I mean, definitely. Like, I think
That's still what happened regardless.
I think, like, yo, I was around a bunch of horny ass fucking boys. Like, that's what we do, you know? Especially, like, from all the way through your teenage
at
years.
those ages,
like,
yeah.
all you talk about at the lunch table at lunch at school is, like, girls.
Yeah.
That's it. You make jokes about dicks and pussies, and, like,
Mm.
that's just what all boys do. Like, I don't think it's strange at all. I think they're all hypersexualized. I think they're like, and it's always been like that because there used to be, like you said, when you started this conversation, the porn magazines and shit when you were
Mhm.
younger. That wasn't just special to our generation. Our parents' generation
Yeah,
went through
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Their
True.
parents. And,
But I'm saying like now with the internet porn being what it is,
yeah,
I'm just afraid this is okay.
bro, there
So,
used
like
to
a-
be
like,
peep
let's say-
shows. There used to be.
Yeah, but listen,
fucking
like a 16-year-old and
slut houses and.
But like a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old having sex for the first time, duder, all he watches is like fucking,
Throat video.
you know, like deep throat gagging compilations,
Yeah.
and he's about to have sex for the first time with a girl that he's like into. They've like dated forever or whatever. They're just now at a point where they want to like fucking, you know, do it for the first time, and
Yeah.
he's like grabbing her by the head and like fucking.
I think-
can't like. I feel like that is a scenario that will take place. And I that fucking freaks
Probably
me out.
already has.
Yeah,
I know
I thi-
that scares me. That's fucked up.
A good
that's,
ex- a
that's
good-
weird and dark.
I think another good example of what you're talking about is like, well, I don't. Maybe it was like 5-10 years ago where, like, everybody was shaving their pubes, like everyone, and that like I feel is a product of like
Yeah,
porn,
yeah, yeah.
porn. Like
Yeah,
that was a
people-
thing in porn, and then like that now everyone else is. That's how everyone does it now.
And there's like a lot of women that like associate that with they're like, I'm not shaving my pubes because I'm not trying to look like a fucking child or whatever.
Right.
Like they almost like the porn industry like
Well, there's kind of like I would. I mean, I don't know 100% for sure if this is true, but there's kind of like a backlash, or maybe not a backlash, but like an opposite wave of that effect happening now, where people
Yeah, for
don't do
sure.
that anymore.
it is.
Interesting. I think we go
Yeah.
through cycles of stuff, man. If you go back through history, like sex and sexualization is much worse.
Back
than
in
it-
history?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Prostitutes and whorehouses and. Bro.
I feel like that shit's still there.
Further back in the day, that was like unregulated, horrible shit going on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, it was much more nasty and much more filthy. Or maybe equally as nasty and equally as filthy, just a
Yeah.
different way.
Different times.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, or the point that I'm making is, I don't necessarily like. It may be more accessible now to watch things like this,
Mhm.
but I mean, like I tried anal with a girl. I didn't like it. You know, but I tried it because I saw it in
That's too
porn.
bad.
I'm team no butt stuff.
It's the best.
But
It's fun.
anyways, I didn't enjoy it. She didn't enjoy it, and we
Mhm.
never did it again. And I never tried it again with another girl. And I'm not like, it's not in me. It's just one of those things that's not in me.
I heard
But-
that's a really only enjoyable if you've done it quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not worth it to me.
Yeah.
But regardless, I feel like there'll be people like me. There'll be people who want to try it a few times and find out they enjoy it, and in all different types of ways. So you might have to grab that girl's head when you're 15 years old and she's 15 and try it, and then find out she doesn't like it. and
Have
then-
to, maybe not have to. Let's have a discussion about it. Maybe.
Don't fucking interpret my shit differently. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
You have to go through an experience like that in order to learn that that's not the experience for you, right?
Or you could
Sometimes-
ask. Right? If you
Bro,
just like talk about
Bro, do I have an experience with taking advantage of girls? Like, do I have a history of it?
it. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Have you heard of me?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
why would that point be used against me?
No, I'm just saying, like, rather than, I don't know, just going for it and trying something out that someone may not like, maybe have a
Right.
conversation
But
first.
if this is your first experience,
Yeah.
and you've only watched Pornhub,
Yeah, right.
and you try that and you find out she doesn't appreciate it,
Dude, I saw this sweet gag video. I want to
would
try
it not
out.
teach you at that point in time that maybe that thing is not okay?
Yes, yeah. That's one way to learn
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
That is one way
That's
to
what
learn.
I'm saying. If they're in a consensual sexual agreement where they're about to have sex for the first time or do this, or she's going to give him a blowjob, and he's not like, when you're a girl or when you're with a girl and you're 15 and shit's about to get sexual, you're not like asking, this is the first time.
I didn't do
True,
shit.
true.
When I lost my virginity, I just was like,
Exactly.
take the wheel,
It's a-
because I am fucking petrified.
It's a lot
right now.
more like
Same,
that
same.
than
Yeah.
it is like, oh, I'm just gonna deep throat this bitch. Like,
Right.
you're like, we're little fragile things. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
like fucking afraid of everything. We're afraid that she's gonna say no as soon as
Yeah.
our dick comes out. Like,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how I was for like. I
Way
I
too
don't
long.
even get comfortable with a woman until like I've had sex like multiple times.
Yeah.
Like the first 5 are just me like.
She's gonna hate my dick.
Like all kinds of shit. I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
I'm like in my head
I think,
so much.
I think most people are like that, and that's
Yeah.
that's the point I'm getting.
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
And sometimes for the people that aren't, it might take a scenario like that where they fuck up and she goes, "I'm not doing that,"
Yeah.
because he aggressively grabbed her by the back of the head and tried to,
Yeah.
make her deep throat his shit.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I'm not cool with that. I'm not okay with that." And then boom, it clicks in his head.
Right.
Okay, maybe that's not the behavior I should do.
But you think that that's the way it's just going to have to be? Even like
I think it's gonna happen that way for some people.
for
It's
like
gonna
even like
happen-
current generation of like 15-year-olds getting fucking dirty or whatever, like, do you think that's just the way it has to be? They just have to learn by fucking
mean,
like trial and error kind of shit?
Hopefully these kids' parents sit down with them and explain to them
Right.
porn.
Yeah.
And go, listen, this is an entertainment type of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is not how people actually have sex.
Right, because
But-
I know I wasn't, there was no fucking like conversation about that with me when
But
I
it
was
was
a kid.
especially
no?
new.
Yeah,
it was
right.
especially new with
Right,
us, our
yeah.
generation. And I feel like now the millennials are raising kids who know all about the fucking porn.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mhm.
So maybe the millennials need to sit down with their kids once they get to the teenage years and be like, listen, porn is crazy. You're going to find it. I'm sure you probably already have. You need to.
Dude,
I don't understand the scared to talk to your kid about this shit. Like people.
me either. That's
People
really,
should
it's
just
really,
talk to their kid.
it's, another thing too is that
I think it's older generations just like thinking of it as like some taboo shit.
Yeah.
Like our generation, if we're having kids or whatever,
Yeah.
we're not in that same like
Just for the record, none of us have kids.
yeah. Let's make that clear first off. I would feel comfortable. I think it's I think parents are too. I don't even like saying this because I don't want to assume shit, but
Well, yeah, this doesn't
I
go
feel
for
like,
everyone.
I
but
feel like just older generations just looked at it different. Like it was like
Yeah.
a taboo conversation.
Yeah, I
like
think you got it.
basically it was
Well,
like
that's
if you're gonna have sex, wear a condom, and that's basically the talk.
and that's the generation coming off of the 60s and 70s where sex was like really prevalent and people weren't worried about disease as much. And then everyone started realizing, oh shit, we're like fucking getting diseases from doing this all the time. So now the conversation about sex changed for our generation.
Yeah.
And so the talk we get is condoms, condoms, condoms. Don't go
Yeah.
have fun. Don't have sex
I
with
think-
multiple partners.
I think the sex talk will evolve, hopefully, with the responsible parents. And, obviously there's always going to be the irresponsible parents who don't raise their children properly.
there's too many of them.
That's always going to exist, man. That's always going to be there. There's no way to eradicate that,
Yeah,
because
no.
there's just shitty people in the world that don't care.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
and-
shit. You
And
wanna-
for some reason, they're the ones that want to multiply.
Do you guys
I don't
do
get
you guys
Yeah,
see
it's
that
dark.
movie, The Florida Project?
No.
Really good movie.
What's it about?
It's about this hotel in Orlando that's like just outside of Disneyland,
Yeah.
but it's like a cheap, shitty motel for like locals that live and work in the area, kind of like rent out this hotel. And so it's a movie about, well, the manager of this hotel, who's Willem Dafoe.
of course. Jesus
He fucking,
Christ.
I love Willem Dafoe. He rules. And then the story is kind of from the perspective of these three children that are kind of just running around and their parents, they're shitty parents who, are making bad choices and just not being there for their kids. So there's
Yeah.
like these rogue children running around this hotel place causing trouble, like serious trouble, like misdemeanor crime trouble. And
shit.
they're like little, like 6 and 7 years old kids or whatever. It's a really good movie though. It's really it's interesting. It's like kind of a it's not necessarily a documentary, but
Yeah.
that's an
It's like
example.
a mockumentary.
It's an
almost.
example of a lot of how that shit goes out there.
There's a
Florida's
there's-
fucking weird, dude.
there's
Yes,
a
it
motel in the Heights that's kind of like that, where
Yeah.
it's like a bunch of locals live in it and
Yeah.
whatever. Probably a drug dealer, who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We filmed that actually. One of the movie projects I worked on. We filmed in Muskegon for like a week. One of the feature films for the company I work up north with. We filmed for like a week in Muskegon Heights, mostly at this church.
yeah.
But we went to that fucking weird motel thing in the Heights. It's called the Heights Motel, I'm pretty sure. And filmed there for a day, and it was weird.
Dude, all motels are creepy and weird.
Yeah.
No, motels are not
Dude.
creepy. What?
Oh
My God, your bachelor party?
Yeah, please
yeah.
talk about that.
Oh my God.
It was run by the fucking hour, dude.
Yeah. Well, what? Yeah, we were getting ready for, it was a combo. It was Mark's birthday / bachelor party.
Yeah, we were going to see Action Bronson.
In
Oh, yeah.
In, well, I don't know, the outside of Detroit.
You got the
slightly?
dope
It was
picture that night.
yeah, with him. It was where was it? Fuck.
The Crow's Foot.
Yeah, whatever that.
In
city's
Kalamazoo?
No.
No.
It's like outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh.
But so for this trip,
Pontiac.
yeah, Pontiac. For the trip, one of the other guys we were going with, he was the one who kind of took the lead on making like a reservation on where we were going to stay or whatever. And so we're
He's lived in that area, so he kind of knows.
we trusted him to figure it out, right?
trusted him.
So we get to this motel, and it's exactly like one of these motels we're talking about. People have been living in these motels for years and years, right? We get there, we walk up to the counter, we ask them about our reservation. Oh, we've never heard of you. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? Where are we gonna fucking stay for the night? So he's like, all right, no problem, whatever. We'll just go drive around and find another place. We pull up to this place. It's a by the hour, shitty little 3-sided box motel. Just really bad with every doorway had like this white bucket with like a twig tree growing out of it.
It was basically like a parking lot that they turned into.
Definitely.
And it was all ground level, and it
was
just looked
sketchy as
shady as fuck.
So yeah, at that point I was like, fuck this, I'm dropping money on a nice hotel and we're gonna go stay in a room, dude.
Yeah.
It was
that
so
night
bad.
was fucking hilarious.
That was a good time.
So we had this really fucking cool cab driver.
We lucked out with that.
Yeah, he brought us from the hotel to the venue or whatever, and we had like made jokes the whole way there about like strip club and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And after the show, it was a late show. But after the show, we're like, is there any strip clubs like around here or whatever? And he's like, oh, I got you, fam. And we're like, okay.
Brought us to the strip
so
club.
he brings us to the strip
Porky's.
club, and it's called Porky's. And
Like the movie.
It's like the movie or whatever, like in the same font,
Same
that
logo.
same like bubble font or whatever. And so we walk in, and it's we get patted down or whatever. And this is like so close to when they close too. It's like 45 minutes. It's like a half hour wait till they close,
Oh,
right?
no.
So he charges us full price to get in, and we're like, oh, tight.
Wow.
So we get in,
Yeah,
and
15 minutes left until the place fucking closes.
yeah, it was fast. I know that. So we walk in. It's like a bunch of booths. There's only one other person in there, and he's dressed up like all LL Cool J style. So like the
Yes.
Kangol hat and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Adidas like tracksuit matching the color of the hat.
Yeah.
So we like walk up to the bar, order a drink, and obviously there's girls already on us. Now bear in mind these are all black girls. Like we're the only white people in this place. It's all black girls, which
You're still in Pontiac?
yeah. Which
yeah.
I love black girls anyway. So I'm like,
The yak.
This strip
yeah.
club is in the middle of a neighborhood, by the way.
yeah. It's
So like
in a
Muskegon.
in
There's
a
like
parking lot,
folks-
and
there's
it's just
folks' houses
residential
around here,
It's
yeah,
like a whole
yeah.
residential area. So, so Jacob gets a stripper that has braces.
Got a
Wow.
lap dance.
Yep, and then there's two girls that I went back to this booth with.
Yeah,
and
well,
they're
a little pretense here. The other guy that came with us was broke, had no money, and said he would pay these two strippers to go dance for you, but he had no money to give them.
So just wait. Just wait. This gets so fucking weird. So it's getting towards the end of the night. They're doing their thing. I'm the type of person in a strip club where I want to know the lady's story. So I'm always asking them, and I like to compare.
Yeah, me
and
too.
see
Oh,
if it's
that's
the,
sweet.
And to see if it's the
Strippers
stereo-
love me. They
Me
love
too, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Me too. We've
Yeah.
gone to a
Th-
strip
We've
club
gone to
together.
a strip club
Yeah.
together, And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. You just have conversation. It's fun.
Yeah.
They
Love
do
it.
their thing, and I'm just like whatever.
This story is my only stripper experience ever.
Yeah, which makes it better. So they're finishing up with me. He's finishing up with braces. The one girl, they both go up to the bar, and they're talking to our other friend. They're like, "Hey, you fucking blah blah blah."
I'm at the bar with him, by the way.
Oh yeah, see, I wasn't there for that part.
Mark was off in a booth getting just a nice lap dance, having a good time. Meanwhile, our other friend and me are at the bar, and I order him a drink because he doesn't have any fucking money. I give him a couple ones.
Now, be fair though, he was buying drinks at the venue.
But before, yes. When we were at the
So-
venue, he bought our drinks. So, yes. But, so we're at the bar. There's one woman on the pole in the middle of the room. And he asked me for a couple singles to give to her. Okay. So I give him a single. I give him a one. He takes it. He immediately goes to like put it in her G-string. And she like pulls away real quick, and I was like, oh geez, what the fuck just happened? And he leans over to me and he goes, I tried to sneak a finger in there, and I was just like,
oh my god.
oh my god. And he does the little hand motion and everything. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude, you're gonna get us kicked the fuck out or just beat up in general.
my god.
So the one stripper.
So all that happened. Now the two strippers that were with Mark come over to him and are like, yo, where's our fucking money? We just gave this guy the best fucking lap dance ever. Where's our fucking money? He starts freaking out. He's like, oh, dude. Oh, I don't have any money. You gotta pay these
God.
girls. You gotta pay them. So I'm handing money out, and I don't have anything left. This is the end of the night. I've paid for the hotel and everything and drinks and whatever. So
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
shit, now I'm broke. I don't have any fucking money.
Yeah, clears, goes to the ATM, takes whatever is left in his fucking bank account.
Yep.
The one stripper comes back to me and is like, yo, your boy didn't even fucking pay me. I'm freaking out, so I'm like reaching into my pocket. I pull out like $7. I was like, here, take this. I don't fucking know what to do. This is all I have. They were supposed to pay.
Yeah, and at that point, we just fucking booked it out of there.
Yeah. And we called the cab and we're like, dude, I don't know who. Did you call or did I?
I think it was. I think it was him.
I made it sound very urgent though. One of us called and we were like, you have to come pick us up like now. Like we're in a weird
This shit got
situation
sketched real
here.
fast.
So he like pulls up. It's like a gravel driveway and it's just like, and we get in the car and drive off and we're like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened?
That cab driver was a good dude. He was looking out for us.
Yeah, he probably knew like,
Although I bet he thought it was pretty funny to drop us off at that strip club.
oh, I'm sure. I bet like,
It was the same cab driver that
Oh, yeah.
dropped you
yeah,
off.
yeah. I think he knew what he was doing.
The other guy we were with asked for his number when we were getting out of the cab in the first place. He was
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
we like you, dude. Hell yeah. He was listening to good music and shit and like was
Mm-hmm.
driving super fucking fast.
Hell yeah.
It was like some.
That's a good, memorable bachelor party
It was
story.
like some hangover shit. Like that shit could have gone like extremely bad.
If we would have kept pushing it, we probably could have had an even wilder night.
Yeah, probably. I'm glad we called it a day because
Yeah.
that was a lot all at once.
Yeah.
It was terrifying, honestly. I was scared because I was like, we're not from this area.
No. And we were acting a fool at the fucking venue too.
I don't really remember that.
I was.
Oh. Yeah, because Action Bronson had came out on stage with like a bunch of like fucking cups and a bottle of Hennessy, a bottle of
This is a
Absolute.
A tiny venue too, like very small.
Yeah, it was
This is
the
before he
upstairs.
really, really blew up.
Yes,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is exactly right before that.
we were
shit.
like inches away from him the
Yeah.
whole show.
Mhm. So he's like pouring out everyone drinks, passing out blunts all night, and
It was fucking wild.
we're drinking beers on top of that. So we're just fucking hammered, just
yeah.
so fucked, like just out of our damn minds. And honestly, like we probably didn't need to be at a strip club at.
No, we
That-
could have called it a night after the show for
Those
sure.
are the decisions you make, though, after a good Action Bronson.
But if we didn't do that, it wouldn't
would've-
have. Yeah, it wouldn't have been as funny.
No, that's one of those
that
things
shit
where
was
it's like-
hilarious.
It's like a bachelor party. Like
And
you
it's
almost
a-
have to.
And it's like a good fucking story forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
I know it
Good
wouldn't have been
shit.
as much fun if we went there and it was like everything went well and we had a great time at the strip club.
Yeah.
Strip clubs.
Fuck that. It needed to be fucking. on
It was
next
fucking
level weird.
uncontrolled.
Shout out to our friend for
You know who you are.
that crazy shit. He's not listening.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a fucking fun night. Shit's hilarious. It's fucking wild. I was very terrified. I was like, dude, we're going to get fucking shot. This is not good.
We're going to get shot.
Just acting inappropriately in a downtown suburb.
Well, the worst
strip
part is
club.
he set us up. Like, we didn't do that shit.
No, I mean,
I wasn't making these ladies uncomfortable. I was just asking them stories.
yeah.
Like, the one lady was like, I'm from fucking whatever, and I have a kid, I'm going to college, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. They were fun. They smelled good.
Yeah, that is true.
Whatever perfumes they were wearing.
Rocking it.
Mhm.
Dude, the one girl showed me everything. She showed me the whole thing. I was like, so that's probably why she was saying that this is the best fucking
Yeah,
lap dance
yeah,
I
yeah.
ever gave someone.
Yeah.
I showed you it
don't-
all.
She
yeah.
wanted some money for that.
They were the one girl, like the one that was like,
Aren't you supposed to pay them before they go do the lap dance?
I don't know.
This
Isn't
is
that
the setup,
customary?
dog. This is the setup.
I have no
Isn't
idea.
that the normal custom? Though?
I think
That's
it's
what I thought.
think it's because we were like, yo, it's our friend's fucking bachelor
Oh,
party, and they're
okay.
like, oh, cool, we'll worry
You
about
were a
money
little party
later,
of three
whatever.
dudes coming
Right,
in,
right.
just
Yeah.
paid
And
to
they
get
had nothing to do because there was one dude there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing going on in that place. It was
That's
dead.
what was great the one time we went, because I think you and I and then some other creepy dudes were the only dudes, because we went in with your
automatic
ex-wife.
VIP.
We went with your ex-wife. It was her
Yeah, it was
birthday party.
23rd birthday.
Yeah.
It's a golden birthday.
But we
That
went
shit
there
was
with
rowdy.
a bunch of girls, and it was
Yeah.
just me and Mark with
That's
all
the way
these
to
girls.
do it, man.
It was awesome.
That's the way
Yeah,
to do
because
it.
one of our friends ended up in the fucking stall with another girl getting fucking finger blasted and shit.
That's fun.
It's hilarious.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I was just talking to the one girl. This is the best part, is I was talking to the one girl. Of course, she's all tatted up or whatever. And I'm like, we ended up finding out that we had like mutual friends and all this shit. And some of the people in the party that we were with, they were talking to my ex-wife, and she was like, aren't you worried about your fucking fucking boyfriend over there talking to all these strippers? Like, what? You're just gonna let him do that?
It's not like you're going
And
home
she's
with
like,
him.
and she's like, what the fuck ever? He's probably just talking to her about tattoos and some other bullshit. And so like after another dude approached her and she knew that she was actually going to get money from someone, she left or whatever. And I sat back down and everyone was like, ooh, so what happened? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, it turns out like she got tattooed by like one of my friends and we had a bunch of mutual friends. And my Jericho's like, see, I fucking told you. It was hilarious. We were all fucking hammered, dude.
I love your
I was
Jericho voice.
buying everybody drinks that night.
Dude, it was
spent
ridiculous.
I remember I spent a stupid amount of money that night.
Why the hell was I not there for this?
I don't know.
You might have been in Florida at this point.
Was it
in
like,
time.
must have been just before then? Like just
don't
before I
know.
came back or some shit. Because I swear I've heard this story so many times, and every time I'm like, "Fuck, why the hell was I not there for that?"
So what? That was
That was back in the day, though.
Almost
8
10
years
years
ago?
Almost 10 years ago. Wait, no. 7 or 8. Yeah, 7 or 8.
Yeah, and I was out of college in 2010, so
Yeah, I don't know.
it must have been
dude.
just before.
Who was all there that night? I can't remember. I just know the.
I don't
It
want to
doesn't
name
matter,
names.
yeah,
No
I don't
names.
want to name names.
It was a fun.
We can
night,
we can
though.
talk about it when the mics are off.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. So that was a fucking wild ass night.
That was fun.
Yeah, because
That was probably the funnest time I've ever had at a strip club.
well, she has the best birthdays, dude.
Yeah.
Every time. It's so.
I don't like going to strip clubs, and ever since then, I've gone to them multiple times. I don't
Mhm.
like it. I just don't enjoy it. But that time I did. I had a really good time.
Mhm.
But I think it was because I went with a bunch of girls, and that's what made
Yeah.
it fun.
Jericho has a lot of fun friends too. Like just being
Yeah.
around like with like fun people, it's
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
be a good time.
Yeah,
it was
it's
fun.
always just funny people too. It's just
Yeah.
a bunch
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
that are
Ridiculous.
fucking characters, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the another time
I'm just gonna say, keep going. I'm not rushing you.
Yeah.
But we should transition into the outro here pretty soon. We're well over an hour.
Oh,
Well, okay. Well, fuck it. Let's,
I'm just saying.
yeah,
Continue your
let's,
story. No rush, but
So anytime we have a guest on, we always want to find out their favorite conspiracy theory. So this is that time. What is your favorite conspiracy, Jacob? Lay it
well,
on us.
what popped it off for me was seeing Zeitgeist when I was in college. But,
Yeah.
but
That's
then
on
remember that.
Netflix right now, by
Yeah,
the way,
that's
too.
crazy.
So check
Really?
it out. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
both of them are.
a really interesting kind of documentary that's about 9/11 and stuff. That's what kind of sparked my interest in conspiracy theory.
yeah.
But I don't know. I've what is it? Most of the conspiracy theories I can think of are just end up being like cryptid stories,
Yeah.
like
What's your favorite one?
Mothman.
Yeah.
Mothman.
Explain Mothman for people unfamiliar.
Yeah, I don't even think
Oh,
I know what this
jeez.
is.
It was it's in West Virginia. I believe it's associated or like attached to some bridge that's in West Virginia. Now, I could be mixing two different cryptid stories together because my brain likes to do that. So I want to say it started with like a school bus of children saw this kind of man with wings and red eyes like after they crossed this bridge.
Yeah.
And ever since then it became like some small news article, and then it blew up, and it's been perpetuated over and over ever since
the
then.
story lives on.
Yeah. Now that could be, now that I'm thinking about it, could be a couple different cryptid stories I'm mixing, but
Bigfoot.
yeah, right. I for some reason cryptid stories are always the most fun, just because
Do you watch
the idea of that being real is fucking cool to me.
There's that show, I forget the title and the person who hosts it, but he specifically goes all around the world looking for these things.
Oh,
like-
just like cryptids in general.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
hell
he's I think it's on the Travel Channel or the Discovery Channel, one of those. It's a
like
guy, he just travels all around the world looking, he'll like learn these crazy stories about like hybrids or and he goes and searches out and tries to find these monsters or these whatevers and prove it real or false.
Right. I love that shit. I think that's so cool. But like as far as conspiracy goes, I mean, like I don't throw some out to me because all I'm pulling up right now is like
Zeitgeist was a cool
JFK
example.
and shit. Like that's all I can think of.
Zeitgeist hit on a whole bunch of different topics, not just 9/11. 9/11 was like the opening thing.
Yeah, Zeitgeist
to it.
was like more about the future of what a society could be and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
liked the part in Zeitgeist about the federal banks. That's the Federal Reserve. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where I
yeah.
learned. That was when I first learned about the Federal Reserve
Yeah.
and how that shit works and how they made it all complicated with language, but it's actually really just this like way that they make money up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a cool. Zeitgeist, I think, was a good opener for a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah,
Who
definitely.
are unfamiliar with conspiracy theories. I think that's
Or just even questioning like what we're being told.
Yeah, because I
Like
think
questioning the fucking narrative.
exactly after I had watched that, it was the first time I ever thought, yeah, what reason? Like, it doesn't benefit the government to be honest with the public most of the time. So why
If
the fuck
anything,
would they
they
always be
shouldn't.
telling us the
Yeah.
truth? You know. I think. I mean, I don't know. I think both of you guys are a little bit more willing to go run with it
yeah.
than maybe I would. But I love reading about them and getting into it. It's interesting. It's interesting.
My favorite
shit.
shit is just the music industry stuff.
Yeah.
Like I love like
the Hollywood.
See, those
elites.
are the
Yeah.
ones for me that have like the least credibility.
Oh, for sure.
Then-
Yeah, it's hard to like really prove
Yeah.
fucking anything.
Like what is it? The Avril Lavigne replacement and shit like that.
Yeah. Those are the good ones.
I just find them the most interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Like
the clone.
I like
the cloning.
Yeah.
yeah, I like that shit. I like the idea of like a young talented singer signing their first record deal in blood and being like a slave to the music industry the rest of their life. Like the whole idea of like selling their soul is interesting to me, and then like their entire career like basically like
Well, let's look at
it's very interesting to me.
Lil Wayne, right? We're all familiar with Lil Wayne, right?
Unfortunately.
He's good at what he does.
Mhm.
He's good at writing rap songs. He's good at performing. I've seen Lil Wayne play live, and he's excellent live performer.
Is he a clone though? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Oh.
he's sold his soul to the industry.
Mm.
He can't even he has no control over his art that he makes.
That
like
and I heard
now,
he has like no control over his money too.
yeah, right
like-
now, yeah, it's because of the Young Money thing.
Like they have like an allowance and shit.
yeah,
What?
so yeah,
Like these
yeah.
artists, they're issued like I forgot what the card is called, but they're issued like a certain card, and they're only allowed to spend like how they always buy like the most baller shit, like tons of jewels and all this shit.
Those are gifts.
yeah, they're basically like the record company's like, yeah, sure, you can have that.
Yeah,
But like all their money is tied into whatever the fuck they're doing with
Yeah.
it. Like they
Whoa.
basically have an allowance.
yeah.
I didn't know about that. That's
so
wild.
like for
Mhm.
example, Lil Wayne has had a project for about like 2, maybe 3 years now called the Carter 5.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like his retirement project essentially.
Okay. I feel like I've heard about that.
Yeah. The label is refusing. They're basically holding this project hostage. They're refusing to put it out. Why? Because it keeps Lil Wayne on the road.
Yep.
So like basically he's in a scenario where he's been famous since he was like 13 years old
Mm.
and he's been nonstop touring since
Yep.
then.
Damn.
And people lose their fucking minds from that.
Which
There's no stability.
touring is
Yeah, right.
great, but eventually, like
Mhm.
10 years in of playing the same songs and the same set
Mhm.
and shit.
Yeah,
you're
that's
just
a strain on your
like,
mind.
I
That's
want
a-
to do something new. Or,
That's
Yeah.
why like Prince had always like written slave on his face and shit.
yeah.
Why like Bob Dylan in an interview had like they're like, why are you still touring, dude? You're fucking like however
He
many
has
years
to.
old. He's like, I sold my soul. Like he
has
says
to.
that shit.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has
Kanye
to.
West has said that shit. Like
Sold my
He-
soul. It was a crappy deal. I sold my soul for a Happy Meal.
yeah, and then he talks about how his mother died for this shit.
Yeah.
Like one of the conspiracies is anytime you sign like you sign to a label or whatever,
Mhm.
like there's a short period of time of when someone very close to you ends up dying. So Kanye West, his mom, Jay-Z, Aaliyah, like there's tons of fucking instances. Rihanna, like her cousin died. Lady Gaga, her best friend growing up died. There's just tons of examples of like somehow coincidentally someone ends up dying in
And
the
they say it's
family.
a sacrifice. and
It's a
whatever,
sacrifice
and
for
then
their
there's-
fame. Yeah.
There's another conspiracy in the music industry about how there's like this elite group who is basically like runs the whole things, and they do these weird seances on any new album. They go into this special room that they have in their label offices, and they do this weird thing where they attach demons to the record and all this.
And all the
Whoa.
songs
Or
and
spirits
lyrics
or
are like
energies or whatever.
manipulated for like certain mind control aspects of the population.
Right.
And like all of it's like a lot of pop music is all algorithm based too.
Huh.
So like if there's like a pop song, like they know it's going to take off because of the certain algorithms in the song. And then there's also like backmasking where like it's somehow they're tying into like some agenda in that song.
Yeah.
So like there's like a lot of songs like back in the day, you know, like Led Zeppelin and the Beatles, if you played it backwards,
Number
it
9.
said like Hail Satan or
Hail
whatever
Satan.
the fucking, like that's still happening apparently.
Yeah, like the
it's
John
like-
is dead shit or whatever.
Well, that and like it's a lot of shit now, I guess, is talking about like trying to get people to fucking have sex and like expose themselves and like fucking weird shit like that. So
Weird.
That's weird. What could the music
It's
industry stand to
fucked.
gain from that?
Money. It's just money.
Yeah.
It's
Money
fucking-
and power and control and all.
and
Yeah.
like the rap industry, it's consumerism as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you watch videos and it's throwing money around, throwing this around. It makes
Showing
people
off brands with the watches
Yeah.
and the chains
Yeah.
and the
Yep.
designer clothes and the
Mhm.
designer backpack and the shoes and
What if-
everything's attached to all these brands. You can't watch a hip hop video anymore or a
Mhm.
rap video anymore without seeing a Beats pill in it.
Oh,
or
yeah,
some
right.
product placement.
It's almost always, at least for like 5 or 6 years, it was the Beats pill was in
Mhm.
like every fucking mainstream.
Yeah.
But that was a deal that what's his name, Jimmy Iovine, made, because Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre made Dre Beats together,
Yeah.
and Jimmy was like the businessman. He was like to go out there and sell it, and so his form of marketing Beats was to get it in every single hip hop video he could possibly get it, and because he was connected through the industry with all these people, it was easy for him to show up and be like, yo, just put this in a scene,
Yeah.
you know? And
And it's easily workable because
and then
I
they
mean, it's
sold
music and,
and then they
shit.
sold Beats for $500 million
Mhm.
to Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, then that's when all that shit turned to junk.
Probably.
I don't. That shit's overpriced, not good quality.
It was
shit.
always overpriced, but it does
The-
sound good.
It does sound good.
yeah.
I have a pair. The
I do
only
too.
thing that I will say
You
that
spend like $20 less on some Bose shit, and it's just as good.
Fuck Bose. I'm
What?
sorry. I'm an audio dude.
All right, you would know.
the really nice thing about the Beats is like I had ran into an issue where it wasn't charging because I had the wireless ones.
I have
If
the
you
ones-
have a problem with them, Apple just gives you new ones.
Yeah.
Like I was like my shit isn't taking a charge. Like I can't turn it on. Blah blah blah. They're like, oh, just fucking send it to us. I was like, well, I don't have my fucking receipt. I don't have that shit
Yeah.
anymore.
Apple doesn't care.
No, because they have like the serial number codes and
Yeah.
shit, and they're like, yeah, we got you. And then send me a whole fucking new pair.
I
dude.
bought a MacBook, the MacBook that I'm using to record this. I bought it off Craigslist used. It's a 2011 model. It crashed like 2 years ago. The logic board crashed.
Mm.
I went online and searched Apple forums. I found out there was a warranty issue with the logic board in this model,
Yeah.
and I was like 2 months. I had 2 months left
Yeah.
on it to go claim it.
Even like after buying it, third party or whatever.
Yeah, I showed up at the Apple store, told them the problem. They saw it, and they were like, cool, we'll have it back to you in a week.
Not bad.
Yeah, dude.
They sent it back to me. They gave me new RAM and a new logic board for free. Charged me nothing.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I guess that happens a lot though. I mean, they'll do
Treat your
that.
customers good.
They'll do
what
that
is it-
shit with
what is it-
iPhones
What did
and
it
stuff.
really cost them to do that for me?
Yeah,
Probably not jack shit.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
Especially with how much that company is fucking worth, dude.
And how
Right,
much they
right.
make off
Junk
of the
change.
sale of these things.
Yeah.
yeah,
dude.
yeah. A year or two
the
ago, I
first
had like an iPhone 5, and it just stopped receiving. I don't know, like telephone signal. I couldn't make phone calls with it anymore.
Weird.
And I got online somewhere and told somebody about it, and I just had to send the phone in. They sent me another one
Yep.
for free.
Yeah, dude, and you don't even have to talk to them either. You just sit there and like chat it out. You don't have
Yeah.
to like call someone that's sometimes annoying.
I go to that. I don't mind going to the Apple store. You can set up an appointment as soon as you
Yeah.
get there. It's ready
It's
to
always
go.
busy there, though.
You just have to set up an appointment
yeah,
ahead of time.
yeah.
Cool, man. You want to wrap this shit up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Do you want to hit them with those social links?
Yeah, let's do that. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Tall Glass Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Tall Glass Pod. You can email us at tallglasspodcast@gmail.com. And I'm going to encourage people that are cosmetologists to comment or email us on the Phil's oil hair theory.
Yeah,
I'm
wash
very
my
curious.
hair. I don't wash my hair, and if anybody has facts to back this up, please email us.
Please. I'm dead serious. I need to know this.
Yeah.
You can get the audio of this at tallglass.podbean.com. Also on iTunes and YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say, please, if you like the show and support the show, please consider donating to the Kickstarter. It just is going to, enhance the quality of video. It's going to make it easier for us to also release this shit in a super scheduled time.
Yeah.
Because Phil handles all that stuff, and he can get the audio out in a super timely manner. But the video, it's another thing. Like sometimes where he's able to get it out, next day. Sometimes we run into issue, or he runs into issues, and it's in the middle of the week.
We're trying new things out this week. You can notice if you're watching the video that we only have one camera, and it's to make it a little bit easier for us to get the video up sooner. Hopefully,
and if it looks cooler, we'll fucking do this. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're just
the main issue is we'd like better cameras, and we would like because right now I'm running it off of a laptop. I'd rather be running it off of cameras. And then also we need another microphone set up because we have some guests lined up, but we can't have them on yet because we don't have enough microphones.
Help out your boys.
So if you can donate, even if it's just $1 or even if it's just a share to somebody who would be interested in donating to us.
We're fucking halfway there. Halfway.
We have like 40 days left or so on it.
Yeah, something like that.
That's cool.
Also, if you are interested, this is everyone's favorite. I don't have one. This sucks.
What, a sponsor?
Yeah. If you'd like to sponsor the show, feel free to email us, message us.
Yeah.
You guys
Get
gonna be
a hold
putting
of
ads
us.
in here?
Yeah, I mean, if someone's interested, fuck
Yeah.
it.
What's this week's episode brought to us by?
How tight would it be to be all like this? This episode of the Tall Glass Podcast is sponsored by, let's see here.
Big Daddy Glass.
It kind of was this week.
I got it. This episode of the Tall Glass Podcast is brought to you by Big Daddy Arm Cannon. What is Big Daddy Arm Cannon, you ask?
I did ask that.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
He makes the dopest baseball gloves that you can buy.
Wow.
So if you are interested in buying a baller ass baseball glove, go to Big Daddy Arm Cannons. Type in the promo code TALLGLASS to get 10% off your very own Big Daddy Arm Cannon baseball glove.
Now let me ask you something about this baseball glove.
Yeah.
Is it leather?
It'd have to be, right?
It is a combination of leather, gecko skin, and fiberglass.
Gecko skin.
Gecko skin. So Big Daddy Arm Cannon, let me give you a little backstory. So when Big Daddy Arm Cannon went to South America, he was looking for innovation when it came to specifically baseball. His dad was a baseball player. So he, after skinning various animals and insects, he found out that gecko skin...
It's the most resilient.
If you're able to harvest a bunch of geckos and form it into a glove, when the ball goes into the glove, it pulls back and closes. So how tight is it to be a fucking baller ass right fielder? You have a pop-up coming in hot. You're going at the fucking wall. You put that glove out. The ball just gets sucked into the glove. No errors, no mistakes.
If you want that
Big
edge.
Daddy Arm Cannon, son.
That's really cool. I'm actually interested. I'm going to check that out.
What was that website again? One more time for the listeners.
Big Daddy Arm Cannon?
Yes.
.com.
.com.
And the promo code?
Promo code, type in Tall Glass to get 10% off your Big Daddy Arm Cannon baseball glove.
Get you a gecko glove. Get you one now.
Have
Get
a
one
catch.
for your mom. Get one for your dad.
Get one for your cousin.
Oh,
Get one for the whole damn street so you can play baseball in the fucking street.
and you know what? If you have a company and you want an advertisement just like that one, send us an email.
Tight. This is the Tall Glass Podcast
The one.
with Jacob Piccard. Bye.
See ya.